Life-changing events tend to happen unexpectedly and come from places where you wouldn't expect them to come from. That's how one of the most romantic art forms completely killed the romance in me and my most serious relationship. I'm talking about dancing, not regular dancing, but modern, street, and nightclub dancing. As you have probably already realized, I am very skeptical about this art. No, it's a great activity for teenagers or lovers of youth disco. But my girlfriend Aria, as far as I'm concerned, is already out of that age, and dancing from her life was not going to leave. We have known each other not so long, but to realize that I want to spend the rest of my life with this girl, I had enough and a look. In the end, we dated for over a year, graduated from university, and started living together. By that time, all my friends had families and were thinking about children, and I went to pick up Aegeus from evening training several times a week. Even after graduating, she continued to work as a manicurist and took far fewer clients than she could, because in the evening you still have to have time to dance. What children! But despite all our quarrels about it, I loved Aria very much and tried to support her as much as possible. At the last, some very important tournament held in our regional center, I could not go. Unlike Aria, I didn't have such a free work schedule, and I had to earn money, to put it bluntly. Aria, of course, pouted, but she left, along with her team. And it's not just girls, by the way. Guys too. Nimble, muscular, wearing wide t-shirts and jeans with the lowest possible fit. Yeah, I was jealous. Well, how could I not be? But Aria has always assured me that she sees them solely as dance partners. They're all a big, close-knit family, and everyone has relationships outside the group. And on that ill-fated day, near her was only her dance family, and I was working several hundred kilometers away when I got a phone call from my beloved. At first, I heard only hysterical sobbing in the receiver and couldn't make out a word. My heart stopped and fell somewhere down. You only sob like that when someone's dead. But no, thank goodness everyone turned out to be alive except for the retching hopefuls. At the performances, my favorite twisted her leg and was unable to dance at the final stage of the competition. Without her, the pattern of the dance broke down and the team sprinkled. The guys lost. Aria sobbed into the phone, blamed herself, blamed me and the slippery parquet, and the competitors who won. I tried to calm her down, but it was no use. To be honest, I didn't really share her grief. Yeah, it's a shame, but it's just a contest. It's not a cow, as my grandmother would say. And dancing is just a hobby. There are much more important things in life, and there's no problem with them. Maybe Aria was nervous, or maybe I should have been nicer. Only with the words, "You never understood me or supported me," she hung up and never answered again. You know who I felt like after that? The ultimate unfeeling monster. Although I haven't changed my opinion about dancing and this dubious competition. But it was a shame I couldn't calm my girlfriend down. Good thing I got through to Aria's girlfriend from the collective, who let me know exactly where they were staying. After work, I took a cab and drove to my sweetheart's place, especially since my friend said that Aria was having a hard time walking due to her injury. I rushed over to apologize and surround my starlet with care. But, you see, here's the thing. I'd already been beaten to it. In the tiny hostel where their dance group was staying, only one double room was open and occupied. The guys had gone for a night out in the regional capital, and Aria still didn't answer. And I concluded that this room and the guys left to walk around the night regional capital, and Ritka still did not answer. And I concluded that this number was hers. The administrator kindly issued a pass, and I flew up to the floor. In the silence of the corridor, my ear immediately caught the most interesting sounds. Behind the cardboard door, someone was having a very passionate lovemaking session. And it was the very same door. My heart jumped, sweat ran down my back, and my hands were shaking, but I still hoped it was a mistake. Missing the keys, I dialed my beloved's number one last time. The last one, because from behind the door I could hear the melody that she had only for calls from me. From here on, the memories get jumbled. I remember banging on the door until it was opened to me, Aria wrapped in a blanket and a guy from her collective with her. Screaming, security guard fighting. She wrote many emails afterward. At first she made excuses. She was very upset and depressed. That guy was the only one who understood her feelings and was able to comfort her. Then she swore she loved me and was sorry she made a mistake. Then she cried and blamed me for her life falling apart. She had to move in with her parents, get a full-time job, and give up her favorite dances. Because of me, of course, can you imagine? After that, I stopped not only answering those emails, but also stopped reading them. It doesn't hurt anymore. I turned the page. Really, still don't like dancing. Nor do I like those who don't watch their body language and are willing to give into serious relationships for the sake of fleeting pleasure.